And now, Negative 43 TV KUNT ends another broadcast day. Negative 43. The views and opinions expressed in the media or comments on this channel are those of the speakers or authors and do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcaster, which is Negative 43 TV. Due to the social nature of this broadcasting channel, videos may contain content copyrighted by another entity or person.
Welcome to the pre-show. I am, of course, Rich Baritone, and we have our first arrival here pre-Saturday Madness. It's Joe Pack Kirker II. Good evening, sir.
This channel's owner claims no copyright to said content. The broadcaster of this channel cannot be held accountable for the copyrighted content. The broadcaster of this channel is a messenger and sharer of information and strives to verify, but cannot warrant the accuracy of copyrights or completeness of the information on this channel. If you have a complaint about something or you find your content is being used incorrectly, please contact the broadcaster prior to making a copyright claim. Any infringement was not done on purpose and will be rectified to all parties' satisfaction.
As true now as it was when I first recorded it, right there is the email address. So here we go. This is the prayer. The prayer is coming. Good
Just
Lord.
understand, man. Pray for me, bro. Real talk.
Boo Earns is here just in time for some high-quality blasphemy. Only the best for us.
Matter of fact, I'm going to pray right now. As much as I can. But Lord, please help me and give me the strength to be able to take on and handle all of this spiritual you-know-whats that they're sending at me. Please give me the strength to stand in your name. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of you know what. Right? Or you know what, and your staff, they comfort me.
You know what?
And just stick with me. Please, Lord Jesus Christ, stick with me through all of this, through the temptation, through all of the evil that's coming at me. Please bring karma and justice and true righteousness to this situation. Please, as you have never left my side, continue to back me and support me in my cause for doing your work on this planet.
You know, Boo, if he smoked crack, he might become normal.
Please support me.
A scary thought indeed.
And give me the resources I need. Please bring me people that are going to donate and support me financially. Please bring me the money and tools to do your work on this planet to make sure that I stop these people from child. Hold on.
Oh, you bastard! You fucking bastard!
God, please help my soul to be at peace. Please help me just be able to learn how to deal the best way possible and not allow evil, malicious energies to affect my peace, my state of mind. Please protect me. And I know that you are there with me. I know that you support everything that I am doing in your name. Again, please help me, give me strength where I do not have it, to stand up to these oppressors, to these evil people, to this system. Again, please give me all the tools, resources, and people to back me in my effort to completely stop child and to protect the youth and to protect these people from everything that's going on that they're unaware of and cannot protect themselves from.
You can't protect yourself from anyone, so how are you going to protect the children? The answer is, of course, you aren't. Lady Nightmare's here, and she's ready to party on this Saturday, I'll just bet.
Please help me and give me the strength, God, to push forward in the midst of confusion, in the midst of my anxiety, my frustration, and my not knowing what's going to happen to me next. Just continue to supply me with the faith I need to continue to hold on to you at all costs. And please guide me through this hell.
Welcome, Kelchu Bordner, to the show. Yeah, the TJ interview, it really illuminated some things, didn't it?
All right. Please.
It did.
Just continue to be there and just give me the strength I need to overcome.
Speaking of the TJ interview, he's never directly addressed that, has he? To my knowledge, to my ear, I haven't heard it. I believe he ignored it completely. Am I wrong? If I am, tell me so in the comments.
What we all know is going on spiritually behind closed doors. You know, the wicked will never win. They lost the minute they were wicked. They lost the minute they were evil. And I just want to say that I love you, God. I love you, Jesus Christ. Thank you for providing me with the beautiful life that I have lived. Give me, you know, more and more time. Continue to make me immortal in your name, and have me know, not think, not doubt, but know that I am immortal and I am inconquerable, because I stand in the name of righteousness, in your name, in the name of Yahweh, in the name of God. I stand up to all of these evil people, all right, by myself, and I'm never by myself, because you are with me. You and the millions of ancestors that support me, the voice, I'm the voice of the voiceless. Just continue to give me the resilience and strength and just everything. Supply me with all the tools that I need to do this.
It's true, Kelchu. He has not addressed it, and I don't believe he's going to. You know, if you ignore it, it doesn't really exist, right?
Please help me to build this entire company business idea into a full-scale agency operation to truly stop all of these evil, wicked people's plans and plots for me and for our planet. Please help me to protect everyone here, and you know, just give me the power. You know, truly, I need your power, I need your guidance, and I need you. I am aware I cannot do this by myself. It is too much for me to handle, and it takes a lot, but this is way too much for me, you know? So I call out to your name, God, Jesus Christ, please. I am begging you to help me get through this. Help me save my life, please. Heal me. Help me, give me the way. I know you will provide the way. Provide me a way for me to scale through this matrix, through every challenge and obstacle that it provides. And just give me the strength and resilience necessary. Clear the path for me as you have done. Continue to protect me. And just know that every step I take is divine and in your name. Amen.
Me. What a prayer, huh, kids? Hello again, Sneedville. I'm Rich Baritone, and it is time for Saturday Madness yet again. Can you believe how quickly this year is going by? Well, this Saturday Madness, it's for Saturday because, of course, it is June 14th, 2025. What are we going to get into today? He's been a pretty busy little beaver this week, but we're going to at least start off with one that intrigues me. I haven't heard really one word of it, and let's go ahead and bring that up for you right now. So hit that button there, and then you hit this button here. All right. Now, if you look at the upper right hand of your screen, look at that, will you? Dude looks like a member of the Bay City Rollers in 1975. Good Lord in heaven, kiddies. Look at that shit, will you? Well, it's called Batman's Business is Thriving. And that is what we are going to begin with, more or less right now. Let me go ahead and do the double click thingy here. Bring that up on the screen. Grab that thing so it starts at the beginning. 52 minutes, 56 seconds for this one. By the time I get done talking, this will be the better part of 2 hours. Let's see, I'm going to put my guess in at 1 hour and 47 minutes. That's what I'm going for anyway. Play along It's fun. It's time to hit the candy-colored button, and let's go.
And we're back. All right. So hello again. How are you doing? So again, 5:30 on my wrist, got him pissed. Right? We got them all mad, coach. All of them, like I said, you can see my chain. It costs hundreds of dollars.
I heard about the African pendant making a return. Please welcome Logie Berra to the show, and don't disgrace Bonnie Scotland like that, Rich. I'm sorry, I didn't know that I did.
Hundreds of dollars, like I said, they give me deals on them, man, because like I said, I'm always been in the jewelry market, man. I've always been independent. I do everything, bro. People got me like completely misconstrued, man. So I mean, that's what I'm saying, bro. You know, when these people are jealous and they envious and all that, like, I just don't have time for it, man. Like I said, that's not what kind of platform this is. This is a platform where, you know, you have to go about things in a very peaceful, calm, serene manner. So that's my only point. Like,
oh yeah,
who would want to waste their time with nonsense like that anyway? I guess
you're here constantly. It must be you.
of course, a lot of you folks mad. Y'all don't have nothing. Like I said, we've been having things. Feel me? We've been having things. Like I said, top of the line, Michael.
The Bay City Rollers thing. Oh, okay. Well, I actually kind of liked the cover of "I Only Want to Be With You." It was a guilty pleasure of mine back in 1975. And I saw them, they played on the Midnight Special, and they could actually play. But yeah, I understand where that might piss a Scotsman off. I understand that.
Fours watch, right here I am.
Forgive me my nostalgia.
I'm talking publicly, getting paid because I'm a
Yes,
public
they
figure
were.
and I'm the best in the game at what I do. Like I said, that costs $530 right there in front of your face. But
Now, you got to give it to them, Joe Pack. They were proud to be Scottish. They actually flaunted it.
I want to talk to me about money.
I mean, of course, a lot of the stuff they wore was stupid, especially the pants. But they were proud of being Scottish.
Like I said.
Yeah. Yep. Same way to make the same point. They're embarrassing, but still Scotch. Yeah.
Bro, y'all ain't never had no nothing. You're
different
not
way to make the same point.
Like I said, it's just funny. It's funny watching people like try to tell themselves that there's something going on, right? That ain't going on. I find that funny personally.
Yeah, we find you funny, so at least that works in our favor. Ladies and gentlemen, Sheriff Consent is here. Get everything set up and ready to go. That means you, Kel-Chew. I hope you have a sparkling black currant ready to go. We're going to go. Smoke them if you got them in about 5 minutes.
I really do. I think that's hilarious. Personally, I think it's absolutely ridiculous and embarrassing if you want me to really be realistic with you. I do. That's crazy, man. Like I said, what's up? Y'all okay over there? Like I said, I told you what it is, man. Like I said, the government, you already know they're going to stop all them programs. All these folks is already homeless, and they all about to be, like, literally homeless. You know what I'm saying? Because they have nothing. Like I said, you've been in this rat race forever, and you was focusing on me instead of focusing on handling your business. You got to focus on the future, man. If you don't get up and work hard every day like you see me do, I mean, trust me, bro, it's hard as hell just to survive and make it and get by. If you ain't doing that and you ain't willing to work and go get a job, son, like I told you, I gave you the right advice. You don't want to listen. If you ain't willing to do that, oh yeah, eventually the chicken's going to come home to roost. Eventually reality is going to come a knocking, and you can't just keep saying, oh, I'll deal with that later. And
the chickens have come back to roost, and they're roosting in your hair from the looks of it. You really need to lose the bleeding Africa pendant. You need to do that really badly.
Yeah, I told you, man. These people, they're all getting
cruising for a bruising, as they used to say in the 50s.
And they karma, they're all just falling apart right in front of us. You know, it's 100% what every single one of you deserves, is it not? That's the reality. Let's quit being nice about it and sugarcoating it. Like, you evil people.
Oh, I hate to hear that, Kel-Chew. Hopefully we can help a little bit here in helping you feel maybe just a little bit better. I hate to hear that.
No good. You know, like I said, I look the way you want to look. You know what, the way you want to, you know what. And most importantly, I'm smart and capable in all the ways you are not.
Of course, that figures that the Bay City Rollers would be touring probably with no original members had all the drummers dead that I know of. The singer is dead. And once the singer dies, it's over. Of course, it's over the minute the band breaks up. But nobody knows how to let it go. Nobody knows how to let it go.
Right?
Yep, that's right.
People are super jealous, super envious, super mad, triggered, impressed, and they're focused on me when they need to be focused on priorities. Get a job. That's what you need to do. You need to get a job. You should be putting all your time into that job, right? We all need things. I don't know what's up with y'all. Like I said,
my priorities are always taken care of before I deal with you. 100% of the time, every day.
Where's that money at? Because everybody poor. If they wasn't poor, y'all would be donating to that Cash App right there in the bottom left-hand corner. See it? So yeah, like I said, I mean, what's the excuse, man? Like I said, I'm not like y'all. We ain't the same.
Oh, that's ugly, Joe Pack.
We ain't friends. We don't know each other. Just keep my name out your mouth, and that's it. You ain't saying nothing that exists. These people are mad at reality. They want to go against reality. I see the chameleon. That chameleon is funny. I think that's him. Is it? I think that's him. Yep, there he is. Looks like a little dinosaur. He's hopping around. Man, he's fast as hell. No wonder.
So who's ahead in the U.S. Open? I kind of stopped paying attention after Bryson DeChambeau just blew up. You cannot bomb and gouge Oakmont. You just can't do it.
Crazy. He's here every day, this little like salamander chameleon thing. Man, I remember when I was in Arizona and we were at this one place and they had like cactus and stuff there they were selling and all sorts of stuff. I was all over Arizona. I loved Arizona. I had so much fun. I thought it was awesome. But my point is, it's a beautiful place. But my point is, there was this little lizard, man, and I researched it afterwards, and he was running. And me being a kid, I wasn't thinking about it and didn't care. I tried to get the lizard, and its tail came off. And I'm a little kid, and I'm all freaking out. I'm like, what the hell did I just do? And then I looked it up.
Gary Player, I like that. I was a huge Big Three fan when I was a very, very young child, and I feel privileged to have seen them even just on the television in the late 60s. I really do. Spawn is up at 3 under par. All right. Thank you for that.
Online.
Wait a minute.
Its name.
Carl from Caddyshack is 43 under par.
Is what most of the women on here are.
That is good. I like it.
You can look it up. And that's its name. It's that lizard. That's its name. And its tail detaches and it grows it back. And I think I might have seen it grow it back like instantaneously in front of me, and I was tripping out because I was like, what the hell? I was like the lizard literally like grew the tail back. I think he did it right away. I don't even think it took any time.
No, you were your brain was hallucinating. You were seeing things.
I think they regenerate immediately. Right? And like I said, part of God's plan with me, what he said is that he was proving to the world that regeneration is possible, because we all know what happened.
Speaking of 800 pounds on the wrist, I saw him flexing that very recently. It's been a very long time since 530 on my wrist has made an appearance.
When these people called Seton Hospital. You can't cover it up. It's all real. All the facts are there. Like I said, YouTube or StreamYard or whoever yesterday, with their illegal selves and illegal organizations, they silenced my show and they capped my show where you can't hear anything I talked about for about an hour and a half. So they're trying to silence me, like I told you, because they don't want the truth coming out, because they know that.
Or is it, or was it, rather should I say, the ultimate mute? Oh man, I mute for 30 seconds and I want to crawl under a rock. Being muted for an hour and a half, which is what you know happened. Stupidity.
That the CEO of YouTube is who did all this, and they're who targeted me 100%, and that corporation targeted me. This one, the one I get by with and make money with, and that's how they treated me. Right?
The CEO of YouTube, he still thinks it's Susan Wojcicki. It is not. Obviously, she died almost 2 years ago. It is now Neil Mohan, Mohan. Neil Moen is now the CEO of YouTube.
And I don't even know none of these people, but they just jealous.
That shouldn't be surprising to me or anybody else because he thinks that Derek Jeter and Ken Griffey Jr. and A-Rod are all still active Major League Baseball players.
That's sad, man. That's
It
what I'm
is
saying.
bad.
That's why those people are always on the lines, always on the phones, talking to all these weirdos. And that's the thing, like, how is that even possible in a society unless that society is a joke and corrupt? In a society where things are righteous and laws actually apply and make sense, you can't do stuff like that. There people are just going to hang up the phone and tell you you're weird. But like I said, we've got sick people running this country and sick people in these positions in these companies, right? And it's all good. I don't mind because, I mean, hell, I mean, it's very clear who I am because I'm here to dismantle the entire corporate system.
He has no idea of it at all. I can guarantee you that, Kelchu. Please, 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 on this Saturday, welcome Red Pill to the proceedings.
You understand? I'm your karma, 100%. I'm all y'all's undoing right in front of your face. Yeah, you understand? Yeah, it's common sense, bro. The only people having a downfall is you. What are you talking about? Sorry, but what?
Sorry, but what?
Imagine a downfall wearing 530 on my wrist.
There we go.
So this costs $100. I get all the deals on the jewelry. Like I said, they know me in Austin. They know me everywhere, bro. I'll come through the mall, walk through the mall hard body. I'm a celebrity, bro. I'll come through the mall, pick up my jewelry, do my thing. Fact is, man, I live a real lifestyle that these people wish they lived. You know what I mean? Most of them, they like the penguin. They got to stay in Brownsville in the Valley Feather and never get out and never go anywhere, right? Y'all funny as hell, man. Completely exposed and think they talking about something, just showing how petty they are. Talking about, I went to the movies. You know I was just kidding, right? You knew I was going to say that too, right? I don't care about going to the movies. I don't care about it, bro. I got movies on my phone. See, that's the thing. You're acting like I don't have money. No, it has nothing to do with that. No, that's not what it is, bro. I'm not in that area. It's common sense. What are you talking about?
We're talking about the fact that you don't have the money to go to the movies, but you keep on deflecting. I think that's what we're talking about. You never can tell with this asshole.
I'm not over there. I'm not in your area, bro. Like, what? Why would I care what y'all got going on over there? Like, what? You think that why would I want to live in that dilapidated area? That area sucks. Like, straight up. Like, yeah, there's cool stuff over there. Like, not cool stuff, but you have all the access to the fast food places and all that. But, like, bro, I'm in the richest area.
You've done a great job, Kelchu. How are the radar ducks coming along?
Let's get that right, first of all. Okay, Penguin? You wish you lived like me. Boy, just like you wish you looked like this. You know what I mean? People talking about, I got a new girlfriend. Boy, you ain't had a girlfriend since 5th grade.
You just recently said yourself that you haven't had sex in quite some time. You may have even used the word celibate. Anyway, you admitted you haven't been laid in a month of Sundays. You have no room, I say no room, to talk about anybody or anyone in this regard. Retard.
I don't think you've ever had a girlfriend. You know what I mean? I think it's pretty clear what's going on, right, with you and your brother. Right? That's what I think. Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. Ba-ba-da.
Okay, now find him at, well, you know what I was going to say, and I'm joking, algorithm. Come on, stop taking everything so goddamn seriously.
Strength Regimen and Penguin got a thing going on.
You officially, both of you, officially have no excuse not to turn this guy into mud. Okay? Oh God, I hope you're listening to this. If you let him talk that kind of shit about both of you, you are pussies. Find him and you know what you need to do. Are you really going to let him get away with this? Are you guys? The answer is yes, of course.
That's a new slapper. Oh man, you okay over there? You okay? You still moving ingots? Yeah, is that what we're doing?
grown men moving ingots, have a boss. How does it feel to have a boss and that I do what I want to do? How does it feel that I make a career doing what you wish you could have done?
How about you don't have a career and you do fucking nothing? You've been alive 35 years, have nothing at all to show for it. Nothing. You have no room to talk shit about anybody. And you know it, yet you continue to do it. You are the biggest waste of golden sperm there ever was, dude. I would probably be very, very hard-pressed to find somebody that was born into the kind of money that you were born into that fucked it up so conclusively. If you know anybody out there, put it in the comments, but you got to be an all-timer in that category there, bitch.
Feel that I look like the Emperor of England and the ruler of the equator, and you look the way you look, Penguin. Come on, everything about me is attractive, Penguin. Who are you? Huh? Please explain to me, Penguin. Come on, Penguin. You ain't never gonna be nobody, Penguin. You're never gonna leave the valley, bro. You're never gonna get out, man, and everybody knows what you did.
Okay, very good, Kelch. You just send me an email and CC General Fiorina into that if you would.
Did to your fake wife Tia, and you're trying to cover up your you-know-what plot. Yeah, and what you tried to do towards me. All while hiding and running and I'm the Penguin. I have to fake laugh because I'm miserable. That boy's miserable, bro. He ain't never been happy ever. You don't know how to be happy. You act like you an open book, bro. You think you hard to figure out or something? Boy, stop it. Real talk. Stop that nonsense. Real talk. You funny as hell. That's crazy. Boy, what? You ain't never gonna get out of Brownsville, ever get out of the valley. You're never gonna make something of yourself. You're never gonna be a man, boy.
Where are you? You're in the valley. You got out of the valley and then came back because you couldn't handle real life elsewhere. You just couldn't fucking take it. And like the swallows return to Capistrano every spring, Batman's got to go back to Brownsville. It's the only place in the world that you can openly proceed with this delusion. It's the only place in the world. You go anyplace else, they might let you go for a while. You'd have more to worry about the other people on the street around you than you would have to worry about the authorities, I would think. If you had the balls to leave Brownsville, which you never will, buddy. You never will.
That's crazy, man. I mean, that's why I'm so proud, man. I'm so glad that I had a real father, man, because my dad, he raised a real man.
Your dad was an abusive cocksucker, and I'm willing to bet that Daddy, well, I don't even have to say it. I think that may have happened.
A real man, he knew how to raise a real man. Like, imagine if I was their age.
He was a psychopath that knew how to bully small children. Yeah, anything that his dad did to him before the age of 13, I'm not holding against him. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. His dad was a total monster. Children and adults get measured on different scales.
No accomplishments ever, and doing what they doing. That's sad, man. That job you work too, that's some peasant stuff, bro. That's like what the real underlings do. I know you don't make more than minimum wage. That boy, they working for minimum wage, bro. He just a wage slave.
I mean, what is minimum wage anymore? It almost doesn't exist. $20 an hour to work at McDonald's. What's the word I'm looking for? No.
That's what that is. They just kind of use him and you know, they give him what he needs, but them people around you, bro, your own people don't even care about you, man. I'm just being honest, bro. If they cared about you, they would have wanted more for you.
If your people cared about you, you wouldn't be sitting on the patio of your mom's house right now. You would be ensconced in the Texas State Hospital. We've had professionals on Sticky's show, and she is amazed that you are not in the rubber room somewhere. Baffled by it. If your family gave a fuck about you, what I'm saying is you wouldn't be free. you'd be in the Texas State Hospital for your own good and for the good of society. That's where we would be at with you. Ladies and gentlemen, look who has just arrived for Saturday Madness. It's Forza 1.
You see how they're all content and they still mess with you and talk smack about you? Because they don't love you. They don't care about you, Penguin. No one loves you. That's the truth. Same for that brother. You know, they don't care about you.
Again, you two. It's time to find him. After the bullshit that he just talked about, you guys, 5 minutes ago, that I'm not going to repeat, it is time for you to go be a man and do what needs to be done. The kind of shit he talked about you 5 minutes ago is completely vile. You let that go. I don't know what to say about either one of you, but I do know to say right now, it's smoke 'em if you got 'em here on Saturday Madness. Time to enjoy whatever it is that you enjoy. You want to smoke? You want to drink? You want to have a little something to eat? Right now is the time to do what makes you happy.
If they cared about you, they would have wanted better for you, man.
I mean, like, you know, don't crank it or anything, but whatever makes you happy.
They would have said, you know what, you should get out the valley. You know, they would have guided you on the right path. You know, I noticed one thing, man. You sure like talking about that other person, right? But you just notice how at least they tried to get out and, you know, and work, right, and go to other countries. I mean, I got nothing against that, accolades for that. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't have you do that. You know, they might help you financially a little bit here and there, but they don't really have their act together. That's the truth. I mean, who has a wedding with beach lawn chairs who got money?
Welcome, Red Screen, to the show.
What? Remember when you said, no, they probably have more money than you, actually. Yeah, right. Yeah, you should have checked my bank account at that time, Penguin. Yeah, more money than me, but I've been caking this entire time.
Yes, Orza was, I'll read this for the listeners. I was just listening to this through my motorcycle helmet Bluetooth, riding in the rain. Why do I do this to myself?
Okay. I mean, like, it ain't about how much money you got all the time. It's about what do you own. I mean, you talking about money, I'm talking about wealth. See how we not the same? Like, what? See, that's the thing. They be writing checks they can't cash, going online, talking about contests they know nothing about.
And Orza closes the thought, listeners, with, imagine dying on the road listening to Tyree talk about lizards.
Got different priorities and outlooks.
That's a good point.
We're not the same at all, brother. I'm a real hood legend, like I said. Yeah, I'm a superstar. When I rap, people listen. He mad at that rap music because he wanted to rap.
Yes.
He wanted to, you know, he wants to be Batman. That boy.
Zero sugar story all day long.
Wants to do everything I do. That boy wanted to be a YouTube superstar. He just couldn't do it. He didn't make the team. They said, nope, we don't want that Penguin. That Penguin couldn't make the team and had to sit down and be quiet. Right, Penguin? Right. You didn't make the team, bro. Yeah, I'm making money doing what you wanted to do. I love it. How that feel? Now I'm gonna rub it in every single day. You understand? Like I said, I already got thousands of views today again. Real talk.
Speaking of thousands of views, I see that he did a live 3 or 4 days ago that got 1.6 thousand views, 1,600 views. Tyree. As soon as I find out who let those things slip through over there at YouTube, heads are gonna roll, emails are gonna fly. 1,600 views. Did he get botted or something? Was it a freak occurrence? Did he happen to hit the algorithm in just the right way? I was slack-jawed. I could not believe it.
Every time I release anything, bro, them videos do numbers because I'm a superstar. I don't even have to try, and I created my own promotion and marketing and most of it without trying or asking. God did everything for me. God provides. God already told me he's going to provide. You know, I got plenty of stuff I could worry about. I'm done worrying. I kind of let go and put it in God's hands because I can't do it. I mean, I can only budget so much and do what I can. Like, I got to try to pay this phone.
You can only budget so much, but you don't have enough money to budget. To be completely honest, you are in a 100% hand-to-mouth existence mode here. And existence isn't the only thing that's going hand to mouth, if you know what I mean. And occasionally it goes from ass to mouth, but that's another subject entirely.
And I'm ready. I mean, when we get around the 21st, we got about, 7-8 more days. So it's coming up. I'll have to make the payment. I got the money in the bank to do that. And then I just got to try to keep the bank account afloat. I got a little bit of cash on me. It ain't much left, but I got a little bit, you know what I'm saying, just to get by in the meanwhile and do what I need to do.
So why do you talk the shit you talk? Why do you talk the shit you talk? It's exasperating.
Got what I need right now. Like, all right, we chilling. You know, not where I want to be at all, like as far as financially and stuff, but like we're trying. You know, we got to keep pushing. We got to just do what we can. But I'm picking up momentum with this. Like I said, the next YouTube check is already at $109, so it's going to be over that today. It'll accumulate. It might have already had. Let me check it real quick. Hold up.
So he made a check. He finally made a check. $109 worth of a check. And damn it, those 1,600 views that he got out of nowhere might have helped him. Doggone the whole doggone thing, you know? Doggone it. Negative 43TV, it's Saturday Madness. It's 42 minutes after the hour here in Sneedville and wherever you are in the world, unless you're, you know, in Newfoundland and Labrador. And I'm not even going to try to figure it out right now.
It hasn't accumulated
7 minutes
just
after,
yet, but
no,
it's just saying read it.
7 minutes after the hour. There you go. If you're in Newfoundland and Labrador, it's 7 minutes after the hour. There.
109 still for right now, but that's pretty good. So I made $6 yesterday when it accumulated in one day. I think that's the most I've ever made, pretty much. $6 in one day on here when they pay about 1/100 of a cent for 1,000 views is incredible.
You're bragging on making $6 supposedly in a day. You're bragging about making $6 in a day. Doing anything at all. Dude.
And obviously that's wrong. I don't think it's 1/100 of a cent for 1,000 views, or I wouldn't be getting nothing. But it's not good. They don't pay well. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. If it was $6, I mean, I must have gotten a couple of thousand, and then I guess that paid me the $6. So it's more like you get a couple of dollars for every 1,000 views that you make, is what I'm thinking. So, you know, the point is, and that's the thing too, YouTube is, you know, they up the view count where they're giving you the views as soon as someone looks at it, even if it's briefly, but that doesn't up the pay. That's what y'all don't get. It's still the same payout. I'm just picking up a little bit of momentum. So what you're seeing on the view count, it doesn't necessarily translate to my money. That's what sucks. See, it's all a charade.
Someone gave him $5. Thank you for that, Joe Pack. I didn't know that, so there's the explanation.
Everything with this company, in my opinion, is fake. They ain't never been real. You know what I mean? I'm not a happy customer about none of it. But my whole point is, $6 a day. If I could work hard and do that, that's pretty good. That's decent. You know what I mean? You got some people, they go to work, they make
if I could work real hard and make $6 a day, that's pretty good. Damn, where?
$100 a day, but y'all don't work every day, and it's a ton of work you got to do, and you're risking everything, moving homes or.
I mean, if you're making $6 a day, like in, I don't know, 1883, that might be pretty good money.
You know, climbing on top of houses and stuff, and people are literally, you know, going through crazy stuff, you know, because of that job. That's what they was doing in Lytle. I don't want to do that. I'd rather do something like there's enough, you know, involved with what I do, but I'd rather do what I love than sit there and do that nonsense. Not like they have that out here. I would want to, you know what I mean? I do what I love, man. I do what I was born to do, and I talk and I make money speaking.
For the loaf.
You know what I mean? $6 a day, that's pretty good, and that means I got the potential to make more.
Loaf, that's a word that needs to make a comeback.
You know, the real goal would be to start making like $10 a day, to start getting these checks run up real quick. But that's not an easy thing to do. I mean, it's hard as hell. It's never been consistent like $6 a day. If I made $6 that last, like yesterday or whatever, when it accumulated and allotted all the total, that's amazing. So that means I'm doing something right. But to keep that pace up is hard. That's what people don't get. It takes a lot of work, bro. It's a lot of videos. You got to have a good view count. You got to have everything, all the components. And I have it, but just it's hard work, man. It's a 24-hour job, bro.
It's a waste of your time. That's exactly what it is. It's a waste of your time, not a waste of my time, a waste of yours. Get it straight. Get it right.
But I'm just saying, if you could make $10 a day, that would be money. That's what and I think we're getting close where it could be possible. That's money, because then I can turn around and, if I get more in a flow with things somehow, then, I can start turning around and start investing some of that money, and then we're on the road at least and build.
$10 a day is good money. Again, he's dealing in like 19th century economics here.
And that's why I stick with this, man. I believe in this. I believe in what I'm doing. I believe in God's promise regardless, no matter how hard it is and how hard it gets. And trust me, I'm going through a lot still. It's hard. Every day is hard, man. But life is hard, man. He never said it was going to be easy. He just said he's going to be with you through it.
Looks really hard right now, Tywee. Looks really, really difficult to sit on the patio of a home on a private golf course. Oh, damn. It must be hell.
Like I said, all these people, they got it easy. They got opportunity. They don't want to help with nothing. They don't want to open their doors to me. They don't want to offer me nothing. Like I said, they don't want to share nothing. Like, okay, no problem. Eat my success. You understand? That's my response to that attitude. Like I said, all these people, bro, all these people that would rather be jealous and envious, right, and hate instead of focusing on love and showing support and working together. No problem. You're going to keep that over there, and you're going to keep that on the internet because you saw it. We all know that. So you can keep that over there, and you can keep watching me win. Feel me? Yeah, like I said, West.
Ooh, there he goes again, flashing gang signs, probably fake gang signs. I don't know. If that is an actual gang sign and you know what it means, please say so in the comments. But there he goes again, posing like a little bitch, doing the whole stolen valor thing. Yo. The wrong person's going to see this one of these days, Tyree. The wrong person is going to see this, and maybe we can help them see it. This is a big faux pas.
Solid. You feel me? What are you talking about, bro? We run this country and we run this world. Whatever I want goes. What I say goes. I'm a boss. Look at me. But what? I'm the hottest commodity on the market. What is you talking about? I've been this since day one, boy. Who you talking to? Sorry, but what? You're talking to straight gangsters. I don't act. I don't play. I don't let nobody talk to me no funny style way. Y'all know about me. What's goody, honey? Huh? What's up? Feel me? You mad? I know you mad. Like I said, they can't handle gangsters. That's what that about. You know what I mean? But like I said, you see it's real because I've been kicking it for a minute, right? I ain't never switched up. I ain't never been fake. I ain't never been flogging like all y'all false flagging all across the country and across the world. Oh, y'all a joke, man. Ain't none of y'all real, bro. I don't take y'all seriously, man. So like,
Red Screen, it might be his ancestors. I'll read this for the listeners. He says, Rich, maybe the people who are telling him that $10 a day is great amount of money to make is probably his ancestors. Yeah, it probably is. Yep, that would explain the whole 19th century thing.
Like I said, end of the day, I mean, it is what it is. You got to remember, I had a bank account with over $300,000 in it. I made millions every year consecutively. I've traveled all over the country and been everywhere. Man, this is crazy, bro. I see tons of them right here, over here. They get in like little whirlwinds. They're not quite over here yet, but that's what they'll do. They'll start coming over here, and it's irritating. Man, I can see them all right here. And they just fly around like, they're just like the trolls online. Find something better to do. Go away. Yeah.
Those are cameras. Those are little flying cameras is exactly what they are. Say cheese.
And the more I do that, they're like, oh, let's play. Weird. That's creepy. But yeah, like I said, man, we just keep on winning, bro. I mean, like, what's good, bro? Why are you upset, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is there to be upset at? That's what I'm trying to understand. Like, real talk. Like, it's not my fault you all can't succeed. Like I said, I sold a 50-acre property for $100 grand. I'm the only self-made trillionaire ever existed. I own billions in equity, mansion, estate, over 2,000 jewelry. My own car lot, I pay over $100 for it every month. I got a portion there. I pay $25,000 cash. Took the cash out from the bank, put it on YouTube. I put more money on YouTube, actual cash, than anyone ever has. So they got mad and tried to, everything I do, they try to cover it up. Like, dude, you're wasting your time, bro. That's pettiness. You're pointless. Everything you're talking about, pointless.
Okay, I don't think smoking anymore is really going to help me at this point. So right now, smoke them if you got them is over with for right now, but only for right now. It will return probably sooner as opposed to later. But meanwhile, it's time to say hello to our mascot, our favorite radioactive acid head cat. We love him so much. We just don't get very close to him. It's Schizo the cat. He's here right now.
What? Website worth almost 2 G's. I took the cash out the bank, 25,000. I pulled out more than that, probably like 40 racks, 60 grand. Took 25,000, put it on the table right there at the South Austin Audi dealership, and said, "I want that Porsche." Drove it out, paid for cash. It ain't nothing, bro. We real hustlers. So I'm saying that's what I'm talking about. Like when you talking to real names in this game that really move mountains and really do things, how you gonna say my name, bro? Like, what? That's crazy to be having civilians speak my name. Like, I'm just being honest. From my perspective, it's whack. It's weird. That's why when they be saying, "Oh, this," and you don't have any power, man. I don't care what you talking about or what you do or say.
We have no power, and you have 100% less power than we do. What I'm saying is you are like the equivalent of, I don't know, a human earthworm, perhaps.
Like I said, you trying to be on some fake stuff. Being fake ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Yeah, he knows what the truth is. He remembers standing outside of that hotel in Vegas talking about, "I got $7,000 left, and that's okay, but I think I'm going to retire from YouTube." There isn't any way any human could forget something that genuinely traumatic. And yeah, he can't deal. Everything is just copium, copium, copium. And it just makes him look worse and worse and worse. And he can look worse than he does right now. He's going to continue to get worse. It's unbelievable, but yet here it is.
Gonna win nothing. Ain't gonna get no reaction. Like I said, narcs always do the same thing, man. You know, progress is the enemy of a narcissist, man. And narcs, all they want to do is trick me off my throne. That's what.
If progress is the enemy of a narcissist, you're not losing the battle. You have lost the war.
They want to do. Well, don't go crazy thinking about it because it'll never happen. I promise you. And you're not clever, and you for sure ain't smarter than me. Batman is the smartest in any room I'm in. Real talk. Even if it's an online chat room, I'm the smartest one. That's why y'all funny to me. Like I said, you see what I'm doing for a career, right? You see I'm Batman, right? You see ain't nobody stronger than me, right? You see it ain't fake, right? Right? I mean, let's get real, bro. Huh?
Come on. So what? You don't know how to use them.
Dog. Come on, bro. Breaking world.
You're impressing no one. Okay? Yeah, you have some size there. All right, some size. It's half of what it should be. Your diet's fucking shit. All your arms prove is that repetitive motion, absent diet, will develop some muscle. How, I don't know, but there you go. And again, it's absolutely useless because you don't know how to use it to lift. You certainly don't know how to use it to fight. And you need to do something with those bow-ass legs of yours.
Records in my sleep, bro. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing some of them dudes, like some of the brothers and stuff from the group and the culture.
I mean, his legs are so bowed, I could easily see him snapping both legs at the knees if he dared do a leg press. Oh, damn, will you look at that stupidity right there. Ladies and gentlemen, Command Shift 3. Yes, I got another dumb one there. Another dumb picture.
Culture, right? And they're not from the culture. And they be having biceps look bigger than mine. Yeah, but none of you fools stronger than me. See, it's not about the size of your bicep. It's about the power that comes from it. My bicep's super little. It's always been like that. Look at it. It's a little bicep. That little bicep breaks world records. I curled 90 pounds. Fresh out of jail. 90-pound dumbbells. Curled them both. No problem. Nope. I didn't lean nothing. So you can't lie on my name. We don't play like that.
You didn't lean, huh? You didn't nearly break your back, huh? Well, we might have something here on negative 43 TV of 4 too much longer that proves that you did.
No, I did it straight up legit. What are you talking about? I didn't lean nothing. And when you do stuff like that, You use kinetic energy. That's how I do it. And you all just don't know how to do it, so you're jealous. Just like we train quick muscle fibers. That's why everything I do is so efficient when you see everything I'm doing with these movements, because I've trained quick muscle fibers for years. I'm about to maybe take, I think I got the yellow bungee cord when I bought the bungees for my bulletproof vest to hold it on. I'm thinking of taking the yellow bungee out there and using it like on the bar and using it to do bungee cord exercises to pull. I think that might work.
Oh, it will work. Please do that. There's no chance in hell that you're going to get injured doing that. I think you should do it today. Right fucking now. If you're hearing my voice, you need to do that right now, right now, right now. Totally safe and should be 100% effective. I wouldn't say this just to watch you get hurt. What the hell kind of guy do you think I am, ladies and gentlemen? Vladimir Putin's here.
I'm actually considering that, like the next time I go out there to train, which might be tomorrow, I'll see how
I am doing great, Vlad. No, dear God, please do that. Please, please, please.
I feel and what I'm going to do. But I mean, if I have it, I'm considering maybe doing that. Might be a good idea. It might help me. I'm trying to get creative with the training, man. I got to kind of, figure out different ways to train. I want to go harder than ever, man. There was one dude on YouTube. I'm not going to say his channel name. I can't remember it anyway off top because all y'all little homies are relevant. But that's what I'm saying. Like, he's got way more resources than me. I got nothing, basically, and I just use what I got. The little I got access to.
Are you a trillionaire or do you have nothing? He has nothing, of course, and he's been admitting it a lot more lately for some reason.
This park that I run my business in and do everything at, and they mad and they can't stop it, right? And that's all I got. He got like them little push-up bars that he can use, like good ones. He's got access to a gym. He's got see, that's what I'm saying. And you got all that, and you be thinking you big, and he got protein, and he got way more everything that you need than I got, and I'm not complaining.
You need to be asking yourself the question, why? Ultimately, if you have that moment of clarity, the answer will be what? I must be just absolutely out of my nutsack. Off to Austin you go, to a self-committal, and all of a sudden everything gets a lot better. This portion of our show is brought to you by Chronic Losing.
And I know I'm stronger than him. Not only stronger, I know I'm more efficient. I know if we was to have a boxing match, he would lose. You understand? He looks arguably bigger. He got bigger biceps, whatever. He's doing things. Some of it looks like I can't even do, right? But I know I'm stronger than him. That's what's crazy. Like, looks are deceiving, man. People don't seem to understand, bro. Like, real talk. I'm talking about he's got access to all them resources. Like, if you give me that, I could do all that stuff too. Probably right now, it's probably the same thing. But, like, he's not at my strength level because I have a different kind of strength because I had to really dig deep to pull this kind of strength out of me. Like, God made Batman. That's what I'm saying. You have to be built by God. You got to go through challenges. You got to go through things. God already told me, be patient. You know what God told me? God said, you're going to spend an eternity with me, so you got to be patient. That's what he said. That's the thing. I'm focused on God. I keep my eyes on God. I keep my eyes on the prize. Keep my eyes on God. I ain't worried about y'all.
Well, the voices in your head sound entertaining anyway.
Real talk. Whatever God got for me is what I want. I don't want nothing else. I'm here to do God's will and God's purpose. That's what you people understand. Y'all can't even appreciate what you have. How's God going to bless you and give you more if you don't appreciate the little that you do got? You understand? That's the thing. I'm very appreciative, man. I'm grateful every day for what I have. Genuinely. God knows that.
Bullshit. Lie to God. Bullshit.
You know what I mean? Things are hard for me, but I do the best I can, man. And I know I'm doing a hell of a job. I'm just saying, I know I'm stronger than that dude. I know if we had a boxing match, he would lose. I know nobody can hold a candle to me. I'm way quicker, way more efficient. I move faster than the human eye can see. I move faster than any human being. You understand? And that's the thing. People who think it's about size, it ain't got nothing to do with it, bro. It's about quickness. I keep trying to tell you all this. It's about quickness and power, man. And a lot of the power comes from quickness. That's what people will never want to embrace. That's why all y'all little boxing leagues, y'all can be quiet and sit down and you're in timeout. That stuff's fake. Because y'all don't actually go up against the best. Just like in the NBA. I've already proven I'm better than all you NBA players. Literally, I'm better than all of them. I'm better than all of them. however God made me, the gifts that I have, I can't jump well, but with what I got, the resources and tools God gave me, I'm better than you. Seriously, way better, way more talented, can do the jumpers off the dribble better than anyone. It's every time I score automatically, bro. I do what I want to do. I can drive in, I can stay out in the 3-point line. You cannot block me. Nobody can guard me because I do my jump off the dribble anytime I want, and I go off my opponent and I play with your mind, and then I score on you.
Horse shit, all of it horse shit. You are an 8th man on a 7-man rec team. You don't play well at all. Every now and again, you'll make a shot. Your shot is fucking terrible. You're square to the basket. The ball is in front of your face. It's amazing that you get a shot off in a 3-on-3. Just utterly amazing that you ever get a shot off. You are garbage. You cannot dribble. You have no handle, as they call it nowadays. 3-point range, you're probably going to make 1 out of every 15, 1 out of every 16. I've seen you do that. Just shut the fuck up with the basketball thing. You're embarrassing yourself, of course, but at this point, I don't think he's cared about embarrassing himself for 15 years.
That's the reality. It's
It
automatic
is.
with me. I'm going to win. Don't matter who it is. I'm better than the best point guards that New York produced. That's number one. I'm so focused on the Batman thing that I forget about basketball. I start losing my passion for it. That's all. I'd have to be around it more and get back into it. But either way, I'm more passionate about the Batman thing now. And it's because y'all won't compete. If y'all would compete, I'd get into it for a while. I'd be excited about it, but y'all just ruin everything, man. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. They make everything miserable, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all don't even want to compete. Like, you see everyone I play one-on-one, I win every time. Any game I play, I excel. I look crazy, amazing. You know what I mean? I could get back to doing that too a little bit if I want, but it's...
I have to admit right now, this is becoming very difficult. We've all heard this shit. Let me be realistic. We've all heard this shit anywhere from 75 to 200 times. Maybe 300 times if you're me. It gets really difficult. And about all it really accomplishes with me anymore just makes me really fucking mad. Angry, pissed, however you care to put it. I get tired of him running on and on and on about basketball, about how great he is. And I really hate the stories where he said, yeah, man, they all hated on me because I was so fucking good. If you were that good, the last thing they'd have been doing is hating on you. I'm sure that some guys would hate you because most hot shots in most sports tend to be assholes. Shocking, I know.
It's like out here.
Therefore, that's the only aspect of it that you have down
Because
called.
I'm out here, man. If I was like when we go to New York, I'll take Christina with me and we'll do some street ball stuff. Maybe we can join a league for a summer league, and I can play in that or something. We'll figure it out.
He won't just trade Earl for Arby's, Vlad. Oh, no.
You know, it'll be public games too. So like all that fake stuff y'all always talking about, worried about what I'm doing.
For Arby's, Stinky Winky is always on the table.
And you'll know where I'm at and where I'm going. It'll be a public thing. We ain't worried about nothing. We for sure ain't scared of nobody, especially no YouTubers. You feel what I'm saying? We'll be right there in front of you, bro. You want to go and heckle at the game? Go and heckle. I'm not gonna get mad at you. I'll probably get it on film and make fun of you afterwards on my channel. I'm a real dude. Why would I be afraid to go somewhere? These people act like they really got power. Like
you would be afraid to go somewhere because of your own self-professed social anxiety issues. That's what's up.
They gonna stop me from doing stuff I want to do? Not at all, partner. Not at all, bro. I'll be in Rucker Park. Rucker Park, I'm going to shut down the building without trying. The minute they see these handles and see what I'm coming with talent-wise.
Rucker Park is outdoor basketball. You're not going to be shutting the building down per se because the famous part of Rucker Park is the basketball courts, and they're not indoors. They may have a building. They may have indoor courts, but the famous ones are outside. You would think a poser such as yourself would know that. Time to wave goodbye to Schizo the Cat and say hi to Stoner the Pup. He is a good dog. And always remember, he's also got that Cheshire Cat thing about him as well. It just gives him an extra dimension. I think they call it the fourth dimension.
they're gonna be like, and that's a white boy, and he's tall, and he's that quick. They're gonna be like, that's crazy, real talk. And he's got that kind of talent. I'm talking about faking and going up in the air and doing reverse layups on them and stuff. Like, I actually have the potential to do that. I have to work on my game more. I want to try to get where I'm like automatic, like the way I was in Minneapolis. You look at the videos in Minneapolis, it was crazy. You can literally compare me to any NBA point guard, Steve Francis, Stephon Marbury. I'm right up there with them, if not better. You know what I mean? They're just more gifted on the jumping because my people can't jump, bro.
They're more gifted in every single aspect. White guys can't jump. I think the name is Mac McClung. White guys can jump. You know nothing. But then again, like I said earlier, he thinks A-Rod is still playing baseball. He's totally out of every loop he could be out of.
Just call it what it is. We can't jump. I mean, I've tried. Trust me. I keep trying. I can't do it.
With those legs, no, you can't jump. I mean, I could imagine you walking down the street, coming toward me, and you would look like a hand mixer walking toward me.
It's not in my DNA. I accept it. I know what it is. We're not made to jump. Obviously, I can do a little jumping, but I just wasn't made to jump, man. My physically, I'm not built for that. Like, I don't know about jumping off of things as Batman, but I'm not made to jump in the air. And
legal code is here, and that is a truth about the developmental league. A lot of those guys, certainly at this time, are not good enough to be in the NBA. That does not mean that they are not among the top players in the world, because I think they are.
Be way up there and all that. It's just not what I'm meant for. But it's all good because I'm better than y'all on the ground. Seriously, that's the thing. Like, Batman's not all about, I need to have a vertical.
I'm not talking about Bronny James, obviously.
No, Batman jumps off of things. Man, that's crazy, bro. Hold up.
Uh-oh. Time to start swinging at apparitions.
Golly. Get out of here. It's insane.
Is he alive? Is he okay?
But yeah, man. Like I said, I mean, I don't know what else to tell y'all, bro. Like I said, at the end of every day, it just is what it is, man. People can't handle my success. I wasn't done. I got mineral rights, oil royalties. Like I said, website worth almost 2 G's. I'm winning, man. I'm doing my thing, bro. I might even get back with the music a little bit. I mean, I can record as much as I want.
Oh, weirdness.
I got my private studio. I know you mad at that, boss, right? I got everything, bro. I don't know what they talking about. Like I said, people want to talk like they know. You don't know nothing about me, bro. Y'all people is just mad. You don't want to see me happy and doing nothing. I mean, who asked you? I'm going to do what I want to do.
Okay, now that the browser is done acting up, I feel sorry for Bronny James. I think Bronny knows he's not good enough. I think he's known that he's not good enough all along. What should have happened is he should have went to a D2 school and just enjoyed the whole experience. The person there that could not accept reality was LeBron James. That's all there is to it. I see Bronny more as a victim, to be totally honest about it, even though he's like a multi-millionaire version of a victim. He's a victim of his dad's ego. I guess that's what I meant to say. Meanwhile, Floppo of E-Town Records is here, and he's here right now. Yeah. Yes.
Crazy.
I'm glad you mentioned that as a fellow heart attack guy. Yeah, that's another thing that makes me not really want to hate on Bronny. Who knows why it happened, but it did happen. At that point, I don't know. We now know that physical activity is good for your recovery. So I don't know. It's a hard call.
Sure.
Say hello to Halfwit, who joins us while the show is on a little bit of a lull here. I think he might be trying to get mosquitoes out of his throat. Kind of sounds like it.
Ridiculous.
No. Bronny does not act cocky. He doesn't talk any shit at all that I'm aware of. He seems like a very, very nice kid. He really does.
I mean, there's millions of them.
Yeah.
Like, and they're in like a swarm. But
absolutely. I mean, if you know of any wrestling history at all, I think Brawny is the basketball equivalent of Mike Von Erich. Mike Von Erich was one of the Von Erich family, and he was a musician, and he had an interest in video production. Well, that wasn't good enough for old Fritz. You're going to wrestle. But Dad, I don't. You're going to wrestle, God damn it. So that is exactly how I see that. I see Brawny as a guy that had many other interests and got pushed into it by his dad, and he was going to do what Daddy wanted him to do, period.
Yeah, like I said, you know.
No Thirst Given is here. He says Brawny James would score 50 on Joey. He'd score 50 on any of us in our primes. Brawny James is a good, solid basketball player. He's not an NBA guy. It turned out he wasn't even a D1 guy. There's not a damn thing with being able to say, I played 4 years at D2 and started every year. There's no shame in that. And he could have done that. He could have done that easily and enjoyed his life more, I would hope.
This is what it is, man. You know what I mean? At this point, it's like lifestyles of the rich and famous, and I'm just following what God told me and doing the best I can. You know, that's the way I see it. Like, I really need to start focusing on basketball more, I think, and on the record label. I think I need to get back to making music. I can't really do it on the channel and make money from it, but I can do it, you know, to do it and try to build, like, the True Alpha Dating Advice channel. I really would like to even do that, like, give people advice, but I want to talk to Christina about it, you know, and make sure that she understands what I'm doing before I get into all that, and I haven't talked to her in a little because she's going through a lot.
Again, who knows what the hell Christina is going through, huh? But he mentions True Alpha Dating Advice. I wish he would start streaming on that channel because Tyree still thinks the only channel that is subject to terms of service is his monetized channel. And maybe he can go over there and lose his mind every now and again. He's going to make about the same amount of money that he does on a typical day here, which is fuck nothing.
But honey, if you're listening, if you can let me know if that's okay. Like,
yeah,
people basically like giving guys advice on women. I could do it. I want to talk to Christina about it first before I do anything.
You're going to give men dating advice. You. By your own admission, you haven't been laid since you left Green Bay. And considering what you laid the last time you got laid, I don't even know about flexing even on that. I'm not even sure it counts.
Before I do that, make sure she's cool with that. You know what I mean? I run everything by my baby with my girlfriend. Why wouldn't I? See, that's a real man. You understand? Like, y'all be trying to twist everything, man. And they want to put connotations on things, but you ain't applying the standards to yourself. All y'all is like downtrodden, need a job. I mean,
they'd be great, Orza, because he really believes that there's no terms of service violations possible on that channel. Oh, he could go over there and lose his mind. We really need an old-fashioned freak out. But he's just not going to give us one here. And when he does, and it happens occasionally, it's immediately deleted. He's so paranoid about his monetization. It's crazy. And there's really nothing to be paranoid about because it takes him 3 months to generate a check. So what's the point?
He got red pill. He walked into McDonald's. He reached in his wallet. He don't even got money for a little McChicken. A McChicken? And I understand. I relate. Don't worry, red pill. Like,
I love McChickens. I never have them, but I love me some McChickens. Inexpensive, and just turn it sideways and just eat it like an apple. Just like Cobes. Get your stuff ready, everybody. It's almost time for another Smoke 'em. If you got 'em here on Saturday Madness, that will occur within the next 10 minutes. 15 minutes after the hour, right now.
Like, I've been there, you know what I'm saying? But then I usually figure out something and go do what I need to do the right way to make some money. You know what I mean? You just kind of sit there, you know what I mean? You got to remember, I'm independent, Red Pill. Ain't nobody done nothing for me. I get a couple of donations very rarely here and there.
Now he's going to start ragging on Red Pill out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. I mean, God, His mind is just it's a washer that's forever stuck in spin cycle.
There are 2 guys that are donating right now here and there, and I appreciate them wholeheartedly, periodically, but that's about it. Other than that, y'all fools don't do nothing for me. And that's what's crazy, because like I need some help. I need some financial support. I need people to step up and go to that Cash App. You got a Venmo, a PayPal? Don't take much, bro. You send 20, 50, $100, couple of hundred. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to figure out if some different,
His asks become more and more unreasonable all of the time. It's really, really quite funny. But since he mentions Griftina, what the hell? Let's throw one out there. What the heck?
whoever can send me some money, I'm trying to figure that out right now. Like, it's a must. It's got to happen. I just need financial backing. I need financial resources. So we trying to figure it out. It ain't easy. But
say hi to Mr. Smith. He has said hi here on this Saturday night. Of course, that means Saturday Madness. This is a Riftle. This is absolutely Riftle material. He says, still no Tyree spotting here in Brownsville. I'm really disappointed. Goes on to say he isn't in the liquid oxygen pumps drive room. No, he isn't. Are you anywhere near Ruben Torres Boulevard? He walks around there every single day. He's also been seen in the vicinity of Frontage Road.
Yeah, I don't know if I should get into my music thing a little bit and start incorporating the other channel. Maybe it'd give me something to do, pass the time, have fun. I love making music, man. I just got to get back into it. I kind of lost my passion for a minute because of Styles, bro. I'm still kind of sad about everything that went down. Half the reason I would record, honestly, was because of Styles, man, because I knew Styles was going to listen. Real talk. I don't care how nobody takes it. Like,
What? Oh, what? Oh, come the hell on now.
Because we was kind of halfway still kind of competing, you know what I mean? Whether he wanted to acknowledge or not. Like he had pretty good, decent music, man. I hear the other dudes playing the tracks here and there. I'm all with that. I think that's cool, man. That I have no problem with it. I'm glad they're doing that. I'm glad they're paying homage to him and playing his music, because he deserves that, man. That's all he cared about, man. He put a lot of time into making that music and making them tracks. You know what I'm saying? Let me turn off the camera before I start literally crying. But he put a lot into his.
Let me move this back a little bit.
Put a lot of time into
that will lead me into another
tracks. You know what I'm saying? Let me turn off the camera before I start literally crying.
Okay, funny that should trigger this thought, but obviously a couple of days ago, Brian Wilson died, leader of the Beach Boys, a genius. He was a genius. You heard a little bit too much about that, perhaps, but he was a genius, very much like Dr. Computer Shop, who is here right now. Pet Sounds caused Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. It was a direct result of Pet Sounds. Paul McCartney says that to this day, there is one Beach Boys song that he cannot listen to without crying. From 1966 to this day, this one song on Pet Sounds still moves Paul McCartney to tears. What song is it, kids, for 10 points?
He put a lot into his craft and what he was doing. I mean, he's owed that much, bro. So keep doing that for him. Keep playing the tracks, at least in the sector. He deserves that, real talk. He does. I'll give him that all day, but that's my thing. I mean, it's just hard. It's hard when, you have someone you're used to listening to. I didn't care how he felt about me, man. I mean, he liked me, man. He was a fan, bro. I mean, right around that time, he was listening to that whatever track, and it, you could call it a diss track, but it really wasn't, and it wasn't towards him. It was really about other people, and that's what he was listening to, and he was laughing about it. He thought it was funny. He got a real kick out of my diss track. He loved it. Put him in a good mood, had him laughing. I mean,
and the winner is Dr. Computer Shop. It is the song God Only Knows. From the first time he heard it to the present day, McCartney cannot listen to that song without crying. It's just, wow, damn. If you wrote a song that Paul McCartney says that about, if you've done nothing else, you've done everything you ever needed to do. It's extraordinary. And yes, it is an absolutely great song. It's a song that reminds me of a radio show on WCOLAM every Saturday night. It was the Dedication Disaster with Harry Valentine. And certain songs every week had like 5-minute dedication list. God Only Knows one time had a 9-minute dedication list. There were like 350 dedications, and I'm not making it up. That was back in the day when you send us your dedication through the mail. 350 dedications for God Only Knows. Just extraordinary.
That's the thing. It's an art form, bro. I was just doing the art form. That's what we're supposed to do. I'm like the Eminem of YouTube. I was for a long time. Like, I can really rap and spit and sing, bro. That's why they telling these other YouTube, start singing. That dude ain't did a live in forever. The 300-pound tuna. I ain't heard nothing from him. I don't know what's up with him. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, people gonna do what they gonna do, man. You know what I mean? But I don't know if that's what we need to do, is maybe try to get back into music. That's the thing. Like, I'm happy when I'm making music. I'm happy when I'm playing ball. I'm happy when I'm being Batman. I'm happy when I do the things that make me happy and that I love. And I just feel like that's the answer in life, you know what I mean? And I'm always going to do this regardless. Even if I lost anything, I'd go to another channel and keep doing podcasts and build that. I'm not going to give up. I wouldn't care if I have to start over from scratch again. I'm not going to give up on my dreams, bro. I'm not going to give up on this, because this is what I do. This is what I was born to do. So don't think for one second I ain't eternally grateful to God. I give God all the credit and glory for giving me this opportunity.
You are grateful for absolutely nothing. Fuck all, as I like to put it from time to time. Well, it's time to wave goodbye to Stoner, because he wants to join in too. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Smoke 'Em If You Got 'Em, Part 2, here on Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness, 22 minutes after the hour.
To just showcase my talent and make a little bit of change from it. It ain't much, it ain't a lot, but it's a little something, and I just wish they paid better, man. I wish they rewarded us more, but other than that, all that fake stuff, I don't even acknowledge fake stuff, bro. I've been making checks for a hot little minute doing this, and I'm gonna keep on doing it, and we gonna keep on just lining checks and counting money. And they really upset because ain't none of them doing that. Ain't none of them monetized. They can say what they want, whatever, lie. None of them.
I am not monetized in that I am not in AdSense. I actually have more freedom than people that are in AdSense. That's where the censorship really, truly begins. So I'm not monetized per se, but I do get super chats.
Monetized. They will never be in my shoes, bro. That's why they so mad, because we doing it, man. We succeeding for real.
Welcome the one, the only trollmonger to the show.
Real success is this, being Batman. Like, don't worry about that, bro. My success is not adjusted or run by no companies or what they decide, or you. My success is already there. I'm gonna be Batman regardless. Like, I'm gonna figure out how to get paid. Don't worry, regardless, bro. You understand? This hustle won't stop, man. You're gonna see me doing my thing no matter what. Trust me. Right around the corner, man. Honestly, we about to be in a better position. These folks don't even know because they slow catch up. And like I said, I'm paying attention to everything, bro. I'm about to rub that in your face too. You understand? Like I said, y'all just gonna have to sit there and deal with my success, man. You ain't got a choice. Feel me? We out here shining, man. That's what I'm saying. When I was doing the bar security, I was running everything.
Again.
You know what I'm saying? And people was jealous, man. I was getting too much attention from women that I'm not even looking for and all that nonsense. And just too much attention, too much everything. I mean, that's what it is, man. I just noticed that's the way of the world, man. It's just basically people want to focus on one person because I'm a star and I'm getting all the attention and I'm not even asking for it.
I like to point this out every now and again to the point of where it's actually rather a lot. Looks like a beautiful evening there in Brownsville, doesn't it? Yeah, maybe more cloudy than partly cloudy, but that would probably be a breakdown there. It gets so very hot during this time of year. Just a beautiful evening. He's sitting on a golf course. Lovely trees, palm trees around him. And it's totally lost on him because he's just staring off into space, looking at his ancestors, looking at God only knows what. I think he really is actively seeing ghosts 80% of the time.
You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Hold up.
That wasn't gross.
But I think that's what I do, man. I think that's what I need to do is like focus on the crafts and just keep on honing my skill, man. You know what I mean? I got a little couple more videos too I can make and put out. It's working, man. You know what I mean? It's crazy, you know, like God really provides, man. He gave me all the resources to do what I need to do right now, at least. So that's amazing. You know, I'm grateful and happy with that. You know what I mean? Anything else he give me is a blessing. You know, but that's the thing, bro. I don't know. I was never trying to be a rapper like that, man. Like I did it for a while. I never was trying to be like y'all. I never cared about no record deal. I really got a talent with it, you know, and I'm going to keep using it because it'd be a shame not to use it. You know what I mean? But that rap, I just don't mess with the music industry, man. That rap game it's disgusting, bro. I mean, it's atrocious. Look at what's happened. Ain't nobody winning. Everybody lost. And it's because y'all don't know how to do anything. Like I said, that's what happened when you're in what? Modern day slavery. See my point?
What?
So I ain't got nothing to do with them, man. They don't run rap. We run rap. I built my own music industry. So I don't know. I'm probably listening to some beats and start recording. But, you know, people just got to understand, like, I'm just so into the Batman thing, man, because the Batman thing supersedes everything. It's on another level.
The last 3 minutes have been far more what the fuck than usual.
You know, like that's the thing. I look at rappers now, I'm like, man, that's whack. I think it's lame. You know, like, that's the thing. Recording a track to me, it's all good, but I look at it in a different lens than y'all, I think, in a light, because I don't idolize rappers. Like, I think they all whack, because they're super whack. Anybody can rap. You just gotta learn how to do it. It's just talking.
Oh, you idolize rappers. You say your all-time favorite was Vinny Paz. He's what, 15, 20 years ago? I know nothing about this genre, mind you.
A bit more cool. Like, if you have some talent, that's cool, but it don't make you nothing special. All of us the same, man. We all human beings, bro. We're not the same, because I was clearly created not equally to you all, and I'm divine and God's son, but I'm just saying all of y'all are the same. That's basically how I feel. I feel like all you human beings are the same. I'm not talking down at all, but I'm just saying y'all ain't me at all. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I definitely never going to stop making music, but, I mean, it's just hard, man. I lost passion for it when all that stuff happened with Styles. You know, like, I genuinely did. That's why, if you notice, I haven't really recorded much since then.
You just released something last night, didn't you?
But it is what it is.
Listen to me release something.
But it has me distraught, man. I'm hurt about it. Still. You know what I mean? I just wish it didn't happen. But I don't know. I'm not God, man. You know, so.
But you just.
It is what it is. It's not in my hands. But
you just said you were God's son, which would make you an extension of God.
Hold on. But yeah, I don't know, man. We just got to keep on pushing, doing what we're doing, and that's it, man. Entertain the public, whatever. Keep on.
Now you're entertaining the public.
Like I said, it's like you said, you're gonna get paid to.
Now you're entertaining the public. The last time I was on the air here on Negative 43 TV, you were telling everybody to get lost. You weren't here for the public. You were here for you. Damn. Shit. Fuck. I don't really think you stand for anything on any issue, but that's just me.
Exist, so I'm really just chilling, man. He told me to be patient, so I know I got to be patient. You know what I mean? That means as long as I waited, obviously it's going to take long. It's obviously going to take a minute. So, yeah, I got to learn to accept that and do the best I can. It sucks. It really does suck, but
Sticky TT6 is here, and he's been here for about 3 minutes. I was doing some other things. Welcome to the show.
It's not in my hands, man. I got to do the best I can, you know, with the cards I'm dealt. So, you know, I don't know. Sometimes I really be thinking about it. I'm like, as hard as things are, I really do feel like sometimes like God has me in this position right now because he's protecting me. That's what I feel like. Because, like, I don't think he wants me out in the street like the enemy wishes that I would be in that position. Never. It doesn't make sense. That'll never happen. but he don't want me in these urban cities, major cities right now. There's too much going on. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, bro. Like,
You might get hurt.
just because I'm Batman, that don't mean I don't deserve safety too and deserve.
Just because I'm Batman doesn't mean I don't deserve safety too. Well, that kind of defeats the entire purpose of being Batman now, doesn't it? Kind of admitting on the down low that he's a badge. Yes, he is.
You know, good things. Like, that's the thing. I have to. I'm hard on myself, man, but I go hard on myself because I'm training. You know what I'm saying? But hell, I deserve happiness too. Hold on.
No, I don't want to hold on.
I deserve happiness, and I am happy. You know, I'll be a lot happier when Christina's here. You know, of course, I'd be a lot happier when I have who I love. You know, I clearly would be a lot happier if I get all the money and I'm blessed and I can actually do everything I want to do. Like, I just want enough to do what I want to do. You know, I don't know. Maybe one day everybody will wake up and say, you know what, I'm gonna start really supporting this dude and what he's doing. Like, that's
Please welcome one less god to the show.
the thing. All these people, y'all whack, bro. Y'all can get on, get out of here, because a normal publican community, if we was in the 70s, 60s, 80s, 90s even, they would have backed me. They would have been like, bro, let's all like give him money. You know what I'm saying? Because what he's doing is awesome, and they would build me up. Like, see, that's my thing. Like, I've always watched other people, they got all the support. I never even had a support system. Y'all so unfair, it's unreal. I ain't hearing nothing, bro. Like,
Never had a support system. All you had to do was play nice within your family structure. You were set for life. Absolutely set for life. You could have munged it up all you wanted if you just played within the parameters, but no, you couldn't deal with that. You could not deal with that. You wanted all of it so you could waste it on many, many stupid things. Ultimately, go to Vegas and blow the rest of your father's life's work out of your ass. You know what happened. It's absolutely true. You will never, ever, ever have that kind of money again. And we are here to watch you suffer, and we absolutely love it.
nah, the minute you try to talk, I'm gonna be like, shh, I don't want to hear nothing, dog. From none of y'all, bro. This is ridiculous, man. Like,
Fallout 354 is here. I'll read it for the listeners. I hope I'm alive when the Christina hoax is finally revealed. I gave up on that years ago. I thought it had been revealed. What was it? 4 or 5 months ago that it looked like it was going to blow up. And he bought right back in because he realized he had nothing. Oh, I so hope this thing ends fairly soon.
no, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend with you. That's fine. You can do it. Don't think it's making me feel anyway. Not at all, man. See, that's the thing. They act like they accomplishing. So yeah, you're accomplishing nothing.
I'll read this too. It's from Sticky. Something big coming, I hope. Working on it. Fingers crossed. Let's all cross our fingers right now for Sticky.
And bro, you ain't making me feel no way at all. I'm not about my feelings. I'm all business. I just see what it is. You feel me? God sees what it is. Remember that. God watching. You understand? And he like, y'all ain't gonna treat my son like this. Straight up. What's funny though? Other than you. That's my thing, bro. People trying to act like they saying something to me. You ain't saying nothing, bro. Y'all people wish that you could be me. What are you talking about? Y'all have an identity, bro. It's just nobody knows you. Y'all wish you could rap. Like, that's crazy, son. Them people is so dilapidated. It's unbelievable trying to talk about me? About me? Said what? You want to talk about your boy? You want to talk about the champ? You wish you looked like this. Look how good looking your boy is. Are you serious looking?
You know what I want to talk about right now? I want to talk about the movie Batman Madman. I have started the 4th sequence. We're about almost 4 minutes into it. I would say this thing will probably be done, hopefully Thursday or Friday, and then it will go into post-production, which will probably be another couple of days. So I have no idea when it's going to be released, except to say that it will be, and I promise, you're going to love it. It's called Batman Madman, and it's coming very soon, right here on Negative 43 TV.
Me. Well, I look better than all you women. What? Oh, you forgot? Oh, you forgot who I am now. Because I'm busy working? Yeah, stop that. Like, yeah, you all want to be me. That's sad. Like, how about being yourself? You don't like being yourself?
If anybody wanted to be you, that's not just sad, that's beyond description.
I can see why. Real talk, I take one look at you, I can see why. I wouldn't want to be you neither. Real talk, at all. Hell no. That would suck. You feel me? Half of them, they literally hunchbacked and walk with a slump. Yeah, real talk.
That's projection, kids. Half of them are hunchbacks and walk with a slump. This coming from the guy who says that, yeah, he's hunched over because that's an athletic stance.
So, it's crazy, man. Y'all resemble mice. You got mice-like features because that's what you are. It's crazy. You know? Hold up.
Stop with the hold up, please. You're just making this more
So, yeah, when you got a bunch of
than
them
it
and they
should
running
be.
their mouth, I ain't worried about you. Who asked you for your opinion? You ain't about nothing. You ain't gonna do or say nothing to me. You just gonna sit there and keep watching me win and
Yeah, I know. Straight up projection.
and type online. Oh wow! And you see how them folks had to move on. See, y'all don't even make sense. They do one thing mentioning my name, then I tell them what it is, and then they have to move on, right? Because you have no choice. And then watch, they'll revert back. They keep going in cycles. Like, I don't have time for you, bro. Just keep that shaking, keep that moving, bro. That's what's weird. Y'all be subtle about it, and y'all want to keep reverting back. Like, homeboy, all y'all lost, bro. Like, what is your position on here? Like, bro, these are all people who back down on me on panels. Every one of them, I backed them down. I told them reality, and y'all back down. Y'all are terrified of me. Why would you go online and then start doing circus antics? That proves.
Okay, we're terrified of you. The last 12 times that you have posted a link, I have clicked it. The last 12 times, and every time before, you rejected it. You weren't going to let me on. You, sir, are the pussy. Drop a link next time you're live, let me up, and get ready to be dismembered. Yeah. Rhetorically so, of course.
Prove something? You ain't proving nothing to me but that you scared of me. That's what I'm saying. That's what cowards do. See what I'm saying? These people funny as hell, bro. Thought they was playing.
Much love back to you, Sticky. Please have as good an evening as you can. Unfortunately, getting back at it sounds like you're at work, so forget I said anything. We'll see you next time.
Mental mind games with a giant.
Oh yes,
giant.
thank you. I'm glad you
Pale
mentioned
mental
that.
midget.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Happy Father's Day to you and to all other fathers out there on this Saturday. Tomorrow is Father's Day, and have a good one, please.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing Joe Budden was talking about, and Joe Budden was a mental midget. He's nobody. What? How funny as hell, man. You can't build nothing in New York. Let's get that straight, bro. If you in New York, you ain't never gonna be rich. Living costs too high. You ain't never gonna be rich in New York. That's why they have to have all that fake celebrity stuff, and they all selling their soul right and left. You know what I mean? That's why New York is just ripe for the plucking. Let's get real. New York is the perfect spot for me to come through and Batman to come in. That's Gotham. You know what I mean? And run everything, right? That's the truth. What? Do they not need the streets cleaned up there? That's what they want. That's what they all need. You know what I mean? Like I said, I think I'm going to be working with the agencies and everything. That's why I just got to focus on what I'm doing and keep up with this.
Yeah, I figure as long as I'm not driving on the greens, I'll be okay.
Celebrity, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, jealousy is everywhere, man. I done seen a lot of stuff happen, at least on social media, because of the jealousy. I'm tired of seeing it, man. Why don't we go a different direction? I'm not scared of nothing. Nobody. Why don't we go a different direction? Why don't we start learning how to support people and show some love? I'm not a part of that, man. See, that's the theory. You got me totally confused and misconstrued, little homie. I'm not a part of you. That's why I always talked about y'all and put you in your place. I'm not you. Y'all scrubs, bro. Are you trying to compare scrubs to gods and kings? I'm God to you, boy. Like she said, like Wonder Woman said, Batman is basically a god, and I ain't trying to be a god or God. The only God I believe in is God. There's one God.
I would love to be watching when his mother finally decides that she's had enough of his ass and calls the police and says he's dangerous He's out of his fucking mind, and I'm scared of him, and he refuses to leave. Would you please, please, please put this guy away from me? Thank you.
I'm not a god. I am the embodiment of God in human form.
Oh,
I'm
God.
a human. I'm just an amazing one. You know what I'm saying? Superhuman. But I'm human, and I'm proud to be human. Human beings are amazing, man. Why don't we be proud of what we are and who we are? I'm a human, but I'm a superhuman. I show human beings we're capable of more than what we're settling for, and that's what I'm here to do. It's one of the things I'm here to do. That and dismantle this system, get all y'all put in prison.
What you're settling is your ass on your mom's patio. Does that look beyond crazy, or is it just me? Look at the expression on his face. Oh my God, Command Ship 3, here I go again. Fucking look at that. Hit the button, dude. Come on.
Prison, where you belong, for all your crimes and corruption, right? So, like I said, man, I don't care how nobody feels, man. I'm gonna keep on being carefree, worry-free, stress-free, and winning, baby. Feel me? Making music, chilling, doing what I want to do, and what you doing? Worried about me, right? 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 You run the jewelry.
I'm not worried about you so much as I'm hoping for the worst possible outcome for you. Even somebody with as little imagination as you can figure out what I'm trying to say here. I despise everything about you, your waste of oxygen, let alone carbon dioxide. I hate you. I hate your mom's patio. I hate the chair you're sitting in. I'm here to make you jump out of a fucking window.
Free game, because I clearly do. Everything I told you I got. You looking at it, right? So what's up? Say hello to my palm tree again. Palm tree's talking to you. You never gonna be like me. You'll never be this tall. Come on, red pill. You mad? You boys is hilarious.
Muppet ass cocksucker.
They funny as hell. Hell, even Steve's was laughing at all y'all. He clowned every single one of you. You ain't did nothing about that. I'm sorry, but what? He put every single one of you in your place. Y'all ain't had nothing to say. Feel me? Wear my sunglasses at night. Right? Y'all funny as hell, man. So, like I said, man, it is what it is, bro. They wish they could be me. They wish they looked like this. They wish they was moving like this. Straight gangsta in the building. You already know about this. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's just funny, man. I get to do what I want to do, man. Like, that's the thing. You would think people would be itching to collaborate with me. All y'all is whack, man. Social media used to collaborate, bro. Where's the collaborating at? Where's the job opportunities? Where's the working together?
Of course, what he means by, and there's those eyes again, man, what he means by collaboration is the other person will do all of the work. He will do next to nothing other than deliver a couple of nasal lines, and then he will take 100% of the profit should anything sell at all. That's what he means by a collab. You do 90% of the work and get none of the money. I mean, look at that face. Demonic possession, kids. You can see the evil spirit just coming out of him right now. It's like an exorcism.
Like I said, that's why I don't trust none of you. Like, all y'all on some weird, low-key hating stuff. I don't deal with none of y'all, bro. These people, they got jobs they could give me. They got opportunities they could give me. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard for me because it's like, would I really want to do that? See, that's the thing. I'll be looking at a lot of them. I'm like, man, they that old and they still having to work. And like, I work, but I do this for a living. Like, this is my job. And it's just, I wouldn't want to sit in some restaurant all day, even if I was cooking and stuff. Like, it's just not that fun. That's boring. And then you got to deal with everybody's little attitude and energy.
Everybody's got to deal with your attitude and energy. Get it straight.
And it's just uncomfortable as hell. Like, it's not something I want to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like how long I work so I can stop working and get the hell away from all y'all. I can't stand most of you people.
Oh man, his eyes are on fire tonight. They really are. A lot of strange movements.
I'm just being honest. I don't want to be around you. You know what I mean? only way I could think like is if one of them offered me a job and I could cook and stuff and do what I want unbothered and eat my meals and have access to food all day. Like if I had free reign to do what I want and they made me like a manager at like one of these buffets, that would be cool. Other than that, they don't offer me a position like that because I know these folks. I'm not interested in nothing. Feel me? Like that's the thing. I do that. I can run.
Yeah, I think the trees may actually be rejecting the carbon dioxide that he's emitting.
Run a restaurant.
I truly believe that.
Carry a restaurant on my back and I'll work hard, but like if you don't give me full reign and just make me the boss and let me do whatever I want, I'm not doing it no more. I'm tired of that being treated like I'm some kind of underling. Like y'all are the underlings. I'm a boss.
You're beyond an underling. You're past an underling. You're unemployable. That is beneath an underling. You are unemployable. And it's time to go to the funny farm.
Straight up. I'm either in charge or I ain't doing it.
Well, I guess you're fucked.
Like meaning complete free reign. I just do what I want. If I want to get on my phone or take a break, I get on my phone or take a break. You know the job won't get done. Let me do what I need to do.
No. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely. Does anybody else have the feeling that the beating is just around the corner? I mean, it's nothing I'm going to do. Therefore, it's not a threat. Does anybody have a feeling that the beating is imminent? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, but maybe.
See what I'm saying? Like, I need to be in charge. I need to be telling y'all what to do. You feel me? Which I wouldn't waste my time telling people what to do. I waste my time working hard.
In other words, you're not going to tell anybody anything. You're going to go off in the corner and jack off to Pornhub while everybody else aimlessly wanders about. You sound really effective. Obviously, I'm kidding. You're just a wank.
That's what a real boss do. A real boss keep working. I know how to build businesses, baby. That's how I got all this success. What you talking about? I paid cash for everything. I worked hard for every little dime. Everything I got, I work my you know what off for. Feel me? So like I said, we're just gonna keep pushing.
You worked your ass off for that $9 spinner necklace? Did you really? Damn, your life sucks.
Man, I'm gonna keep on doing my live streams. I don't care who's watching. Y'all don't control the algorithm. You don't control YouTube. You don't run nothing but your mouth. Worry about you, bro. I'm gonna get my money. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna get my views. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. All that fake talk and corny energy, ain't nobody real got time for that, brother. See what I'm saying? Yeah, they just like when they came over here and they said, I'm gonna make YouTube a hard time for you. Yeah, okay. So see, now I figured it out.
Yeah, we're making YouTube a hard time for you. We're taking your viewers. We're taking your money. We're just plain making you irrelevant in your own town. That's right. We're making you irrelevant in Sneedville. Everybody comes to negative 43 TV for their Tywee Snerd-based entertainment, and you're getting fewer and fewer views all the time, other than that one live that had 1,600 viewers. Lord of mercy, I don't understand what happened there. And when I figure it out, heads will in fact roll. A head that will never roll around here. Hatfield McCoy is here. A good Saturday evening to you.
Yeah, we ain't doing no more talking, especially with people like that. You understand? Nah, bro, I have fun on YouTube. I love having fun on here. Y'all ain't never ruined my day, man. What are you talking about, bro? I had a lot of fun on here, man. I just don't let people talk to me crazy or talk to me nowhere. That's a man. Yeah, I stood on business, didn't I? And like I said, they're going to give me all my money back and they're going to give me settlements of millions of dollars. I ain't worried. I'm not in a rush. I ain't worried about statutes, none of that, bro. I'm going to win. You know what I mean? God got me. God's handling everything, bro, without me having to lift a finger or nothing or get upset or worry or any. I don't have to do nothing. God got me. Trust me. God got me. You know what I mean? That's the one thing I do know. God got me. You know what I mean? So, like I said, let people do what they do, man. Other than that, that's all I have to say, man. You know, like I said, much love to everybody. Do your thing. I'm going to do mine. We're going to keep on getting our bread, all right? I'll talk to y'all later, man. Easy.
And that is it for that feature. It's Batman's Business is Thriving. He says, thriving here on Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness. I am, of course, Rich Baritone. We will look at one more little thing here. What's going to happen is I will pick something to run for our second and last feature of the evening, at which point in time I'm going to go make my protein shake. No, not that, you dirty-minded little rascals. In any event, I will be back in less than 5 minutes with a nice frothy shake. And at that point, we will proceed on with the comedy here on Saturday Madness, 50 minutes after the hour, 10 minutes until the top of the hour. It's absolutely true. So let me look here and see what we're going to take a look at. I'm looking for something shorter. Oh my goodness gracious mercy me. All right, we're going to take a shot at this one. As I said, I'm looking for something relatively short. I want to spend some time with Mrs. Baritone this evening. Yet I want to entertain you, and I think I can do both at the same time. Here is the one we're going to watch. It's called Batman Sets the Standard. It's from 4 days ago. Let me click on that and get everything set up before I bring up the magic curtain and we start the festivities off again. Right? Bring this thing all the way back here. That has been done. Go ahead and raise the curtain. And there we are. We're all set. We're all ready to go. Well, first of all, let me say that I think Smoke 'em If You Got 'em is done for right now. I'll show my credentials. I am, after all, Major Rich Baritone of the Order of Action. And we will have one more Smoke 'em If You Got 'em before we get out of here. This one here is, how long is it? 20 minutes and 24 seconds. So it will probably take us approximately 45 minutes to get through this one. I said the first segment would take us about an hour and 47 minutes, and it was an hour and 43 minutes. I'm getting pretty darn good at guessing all of this out. So let me go ahead and hit the button, and we'll get going here. I'm going to mute the button. I'm going to go make my shake, and let's see if we can't scare up a mute game winner. I'll be right back here on Saturday Madness, Negative 43 TV. I'm Rich Baritone.
This stuff is heavy. But we're gonna do it anyway because I have to. So what's the matter, Red Pillar? The Red Pillar. What's the matter, Red Pillar Caterpillar? Are you mad at me because, oh, I don't know. I mean, I've had bank accounts with over $300,000 in them. See, we don't move backwards. We only move forward. Well, people like you are running their mouth on YouTube and never became anyone or anything and still don't have an identity. Ah, right? Me, while you all were trying to, slander my name and run your smear campaign that never worked, right? I was getting busy. I was getting all the dudes in the street. I was getting all the stripes doing bar security. I was getting all the stripes in the street. Like I said, while snitches and informants run their mouth, what do we do over here? We build. We get all the stripes, all the street credibility, right? And like I said, it's just a big difference because we don't run our mouth over here. We all know what it is. Everybody knows reality, buddy. So again, what do you mean? What part are you most frustrated at? All this equity I have? Is it my handsome good looks, my chiseled jawline? You tell me what it is that you're most angry at. Angry, he says, I'm tired of hearing them talk. Well, then you don't got to tune into my show because nobody's making you watch it. So you don't have to watch my program, buddy. Like, it's common sense. It's very simple arithmetic answer, right? Worry about yourself. Because all you doing, like I said, is creating, more and more evidence for this federal lawsuit against the Red Triangles. And every member of your little illegal underground organization is going to prison. Okay? So, I mean, It is what it is, man. I own my enemies. You want to act like you're an enemy? Cool, I own you. Real talk. I have full control, full power over everything, right? Especially over little minions like you. They're peon peasants. They'll never be anywhere near my level, and that's the truth. So, like I said, quit talking about concepts that you have nothing to do with. That's all. We all can see what it is. The videos speak every day for me. I ain't got to talk. All my videos speak for me. They speak volumes. Like I said, I literally have the quickest hands on the planet, right? I have the best hands on the planet. Nobody else has any business mentioning the word hands or talking about hands. So what do you mean? The boy with hands is me. I got hands. For real, son. That's why I did bar security for all those years and I was never even touched, basically. What? Bro, I'd come up against like 20 people at one time and win the right way and do my job excellent. I don't know what y'all are talking about. And if some of you scrubs ever do bar security, you'll have to work for these rinky-dink establishments that I'm filing lawsuits on, where they don't let you do real security. Where they hire you on as security and then they're like, oh no, we want a teddy bear. Real talk, just get teddy bears. We don't want security. We want you to sit here and kiss up and be nice to everyone and greet them at the door. That's not security. So call it what it is. That's why they're like, we're door guys, right? And it's just ridiculous. And then they don't even treat those door guys right at half the establishments. Some of them they do. Some of them they treat them all right. Because I've already done it at most of them. But I was never a door guy. I was real security. So, like I said, it is what it is. I did bar backing, everything. If you go to Austin, the name of the game really is learning how to bartend. I need somebody to teach me how to do that, but it's still not really a good job. It's not the place you want to be. It's too much riffraff, too much going on. You just never know what can happen, honestly. Too much ruckus. Someone like me, I'd be good at it, but you gotta have a certain personality for that, man. As a career. Because you got people, they go into the bars and try to while out and pretend that they're tough Tony and tough Billy and start raising their voice and this and that. And, I dealt with all that, man. That dude had a fan in his truck. I guess he's got no AC. That sucks. Man, that sucks. But remember, everybody's rich, right? And we're supposed to be poor because these people tell themselves what they want to hear, and it's all nonsense and none of it exists. When the truth is that there's people in New York who haven't ate in 3 days. There's people struggling all over. Everybody out here on social media, they need money and they need it bad. I need money and I need it now. It's ridiculous. Like I said,
I have returned. I was not muted, and I'll say hello right now to Downrange. And here's a riffle from Hatfield, so he must be giving more BJs behind the dumpsters. That's Joey's protein shake. Yeah, it's about the only protein he ever gets.
Entered the greatest depression this country has ever seen already. And I warned everybody about this. I told y'all it was coming. Everything I predicted came true. It's in the Joker videos too. Those are all downloads, man. All that stuff is spiritual. That's specifically messages for me. It's talking about everything I went through. You all didn't go through it. These trolls, they sure didn't go through anything. So it for sure ain't for you.
You don't know what I've been through, bitch. You haven't a clue.
You want to listen to them, I mean, be my guest, but just understand they're about me. Who is Joker going to talk to other than Batman? See the point? Joker talks to me. Because it's a real thing. You understand? So it is what it is. I mean, I can already see it. The thing is that's like the spirit, the it spirit. That's what these people are possessed by. That clown spirit. So Batman, it's all spiritual. You know what? Fair. Batman has to come up against the clowns. And I win every time and they all fear me. And that's just the reality and that's the future. There is no other future. You can see it in news headlines. There was some guy, it looked like he had his face painted like that, like a clown. And he was, causing a bunch of havoc or whatever. I mean, it's just the future, man, because people don't get that this is all spiritual, that the spiritual realm is real, that the devil is real, and so is God. And that's just the reality that we're facing. So, I mean,
what?
I don't really care what people tell themselves, so I don't really care what they think. It means nothing to me. You know what I mean? Only thing that really matters to me is Christina, God, and what I'm doing here.
And as usual, none of this has anything to do with the title of the live stream. It never does.
And I mean, like I said, you can tell that the 52 blocks, I'm just sick with it. I mean, it's nasty. And that's what they told me when they was teaching it to me. Like, nah, bro, I'm creating the derivatives off of the 15 hand positions and everything myself, right? And I don't even need to get in those positions. I always hear the same debate when it's people who don't know anything about martial arts. People who are really talented, truly, and really get it in and do this for a living, when you've been doing this your whole life, you can leave your hands down, just so you know. The people who can't are the people who, have no experience with any of it.
You can keep your hands down. Tywee Snerd says so. Gee, I wonder why you would get your ass beat by 99 out of 100 people that you encounter.
You got to put your hands up. The real talented ones, they leave their hands down because, number one, we realize what our hands are capable of a little bit, right? Even though I'm not even going to admit that. Never mind, I don't know what they're capable of. I have no idea, right? I'm weak, remember? But that's the thing they don't get. I want to paint myself like I'm soft. You're helping me.
I want to paint myself like I'm soft. You're helping me. Little moments like this is why I continue to do this.
Please do. More honks. More honks for the Batman without trying, because I'm famous, boy. Let's see y'all do it. It's hot as hell. It's hot. It's just been hot as hell lately, and I'm tired. But I had a great day either way. It's not quite over, but it was a great day. I'm pretty happy with it. Tried to push myself into training. I mean, I'm just lagging, man. Just rest. Need more rest. And
trying to push yourself in training for most people simply doesn't work. Myself, today, for a matter of fact, I didn't go to the gym. I got up and I had lead legs. Oh, okay, I'm not going to push it. No bad experiences. That's my number one rule. And don't worry, I'll be down there Monday ready to go.
I'll catch up. But, the fact that I'm doing it tired and I'm still able to do the whole lifts and everything and some muscle ups, mix it in there. I'm not worried about how many at this point. I just need to be doing them. It's all great stuff, man. That's like a full workout routine. What you're seeing there, that's a lot of stuff in one workout, dude. It ain't no joke. It takes it out of you, man. These muscle ups. I'm tired, bro. I can barely walk and move. Today I'm tired. Today I wore myself out. And that's the thing, is that's what it's about. I'm pushing a little bit on the pull-ups, full extension. Did 80 dips today. Give me a round of applause, baby. That's another record for me. Personal record. I'll look up the world record for dips and I'll break that too. That'll be the next one. I forgot about that one.
No, you won't. You won't break that any more than you've broken any of the other records that you claim to have broken, because there's no excuse or explanation for you at this point.
We got to break the dip record. And then I probably already set the world record for lifts, but we'll do that too, where we see like how many lifts I can do in a row. I'm already there. I'm at the cream of the crop, strongest man in the world. People could say what they want. It's just reality. If you put me in a gym, I'll be able to work even more muscles and do different stuff, and I'll just get even stronger.
But you said that if everybody that was working out in a gym was full of shit and a sucker or something like that.
You can put me to the test on anything, man. I'm telling you, when I was in high school, I was rail thin, and I was still squatting more than the entire football team just because of pure willpower. They were like, what the hell? Like, how does he do that? Like, you know, because I really wasn't that strong of a kid. I was young. I was skinny and thin, but I just pushed myself. I mean, when we were doing 2-a-days and stuff, I was keeping up with everything.
No, you weren't.
I was on point. And it was hot as hell, man. That's all I remember. That's why I can handle this heat, because I did 2-a-days football in high school at St. Michael's Academy and all that, and they'd have us go out there twice a day, eat a burger. Man, I miss those days, though, man. Don't you miss?
You know what St. Michael's Academy has in all likelihood never had on their football team? Guys that are 5'8", 125, 130 pounds, unless they were like a kicker or something.
I miss when I was in high school. Now, I hated it then. I mean, if I went back, I'd still hate it. I wish I never had to do 2-a-days or football at all, man. Football sucked. I never liked football, to be honest. It just sucked. It was horrible. But I did it, and I was strong enough to get through it, and that's what people don't get. I can make it through adversity. You know, and that's all it was adversity. Yeah, I don't even know my story, man, in high school, bro, with that. You know, they got rules on here. I don't want to go completely into it, but
Please
I
do.
went through some stuff physically that was pretty crazy too, and then I came back from that too in football. You know, I've been through a lot physically, man. I've felt things most people will never have to go through, you know, and this is what it is. But it was very clear what St. Michael's goal was, and Ed McCabe, and they were all in on it, and you could see what they were trying to do to me.
What's that?
And they were using the football to do it. That's why it sucked for me, because they would literally yell it out in the plays. I mean, people think it's funny in a game. I don't see how, man, because when I get all these lawsuits filed, it's going to look ugly, man, with those bars and all those people that TJ knows.
How in the hell did we get from there to there? There was no transition. There was no segue. Let's go back just a little bit. We're not going to be here that much longer. This is mind-boggling.
Because when I get all these lawsuits filed, it's going to look ugly, man, with those bars. Okay. And this is what it is. But it was very clear what St. Michael's goal was, and Ed McCabe. And
St. Michael's goal was to run him off the football team. Okay, here we go.
They were all in on it, and you could see what they were trying to do to me.
Okay.
And they were using the football to do it. That's why it sucked for me.
Okay.
Because they would literally yell it out in the plays. I mean, people think it's funny in a game.
Okay.
I don't see how, man, because when I get all these lawsuits filed, it's going to look ugly, man, with those bars.
There was no segue, no, yeah, but on other matters, no, it's just a 180-degree change of subject, just like that.
With those bars and all those people that TJ knows, good luck, man, because as soon as I file these lawsuits, it's going to look ugly, bro. Some of them are chains and big companies. So, I mean, when you got a guy saying, well, here's a federal lawsuit, and you all targeted me, and you contacted, the Red Triangles contacted you, talked to you, had members that worked with me and you that were stalking me. You sent people to follow me and stalk me. They got sunned and screamed on. It's always the same result, man. I don't know what they're trying to just keep on doing the same tactics for when they don't work. It ain't moving me. It ain't doing nothing, but that's the way I see it, is it's like they're all cowards and they're, you know, it's just all pretending. I don't even see what the formula is, I guess, to try to get me in trouble. I mean, that's not going to happen. Why it doesn't scare me. Like, no, I'm smart about what I do, man. I know I understand the middle ground. I'm not going to put up with anything, but I'm going to be smart about what I do and how I respond. Always. I don't play games like that, brother. I'm a human being. So when you see people do what they do, I guess it is what it is, you know? I mean, the only real human response is rage and anger. I mean, come on, bro. Sitting here trying to act like I'm not a human being, like treat me like a human being, bro. I don't play like that. But they all know what it is. Prepare for that lawsuit. You can go run and tell them. He's a soldier boy, run and tell him, right? Any of that fake stuff, you go online running your mouth, saying lies, nonsense, being jealous, envious, any of that, that's perfectly fine. That'll get used against y'all in court. See, they just doing it to themselves. You know, it's in the Joker video today. It says, you did one thing right, and they're all losing their mind. And, you know, you're rising and coming up, and they're malfunctioning, right? Because they're all like robots. That's why that one dude will follow me around on here trying to use my name and saying this and whatever, because they're like,
Who wants it? We're not going to be here that much longer, but while we are here, we're going to do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Smoke them if you got them. Have a nice sip, little something to eat, whatever it is that makes you happy.
Like we're not connected, bro. Y'all is just all weird. You have some kind of weird relationship going on with your computer. Has nothing to do with me. But just understand, I got power over them clearly because mentally, because they're all malfunctioning. They're like robots. They're just nobodies. I mean, you know, that's the truth. Never been anybody, never gonna be. They just try to be an obstacle and get in the way of the main character. Been the main character this entire time, buddy.
Main character syndrome. Fully admitted to.
That's it. A lot of you, I already know you regret it. You don't want to apologize. Miss me with all that. I'm all right. We ain't never talking again, none of you. You understand? Ain't nothing to talk about. You the enemy. Stay on the enemy side, and that's it. And you're going to keep losing. Feel me? But I had a good day with it today, man. That was all solid stuff today. And like I said, that's what I do. I'm trying to get ready, and I don't even get, man, there's certain things that I can do that help me with this, and I don't even do it half the time. Like, I'm training off of, like, nothing intentionally. So just wait till we get all this money and Christina's here, and I can get, like, that Synthesis protein.
I'm training off nothing intentionally means I'm training off nothing because I have no choice.
The minute I take that protein, the minute I take that stuff, y'all gonna be like, what the hell? Because I'm gonna fill out real quick. Watch.
I just had a shake with about 40 grams of protein. You may get 40 grams of protein in a week. And yeah, I'm counting the loads in that total.
Like, I'm gonna get huge. And y'all are gonna be like, dude, this dude is massive. Like, I'm gonna look like something, like the way that they're built in the penitentiary, I'm beyond all of them. All of them. There's nobody in a penitentiary, I'll say this confidently, in this country or in the world who's built like me, who has this kind of strength. All I gotta do is intake a lot of protein. The more protein I take, the bigger my muscle gets.
And he thinks he gets it from dum-dum suckers. And, well, God, I gotta find another bodily fluids joke here, you know?
Because the training requirements are already there. I'm doing it practically off nothing. So imagine when I have all the resources and I'm really, you know, feeding into it and giving my body what it needs. Good luck, dude. It's gonna be huge. Watch. Same workout routine, same everything. I'll probably go in the gym, but that's all. The little protein shakes they try to rip you off on and sell you.
I'll tell you what, you got to be careful where you buy those things. I buy the powder at Sam's Club, and it's like $32-33. But you can go there and get a case of 15 pre-made shakes for $23, which is a hell of a buy. Go to Kroger and try to buy them.
I think a lot of them don't really work. Like Isopure, I think is decent, but I don't think it's that great. I think that's kind of a ripoff, personally.
I use Premier Protein. Nice sponsor.
I think Syntha 6 is the way to go because it's like timed, lasting protein, so it keeps on hitting, and that's what you need to rebuild the muscle. And like I said, I used to use Russian Bear was the best protein on the market, but I think they might have.
Wow, Russian Bear protein. Can he handle it all in one shot?
What do they call it? Recalled it or something? I think they got rid of Russian Bear, man, which sucks. If I took Russian Bear right now, that's what it was called, Russian Bear. You have to take it 6 times a day with milk, and then I would eat a lot of
If you took a Russian Bear, I'm thinking anal fissures.
cereal. I'm giving you the game. You should listen. And boy, I was huge.
At least.
I'm talking about, like, I was being honest, bro. Like, I couldn't even walk through the mall. People would ask me, like, are you natural, or like, are you taking something? Like, nah, bro, I'm all natural. Just work out. You know?
Are you all natural? No, I'm not. I'm taking bear dick.
Like, it's insane, bro.
Oh, you sick fucker, you.
But
Hey, Mr. Metal Skull is here. Welcome.
yeah, I don't know. I just looked ridiculous. I was in college at the time and training. And, you know, that's what I noticed with all these people, all these nobody, all the nobodies on YouTube.
Yeah, he does enjoy the BBC type of protein, that's for sure. And yeah, that's a very good description from Mr. Metal Skull. We have a late read it for the listeners here. Sneed thinks that protein drink hits like Popeye eating a can of spinach. Word that one. They do help, but then again, it helps to have a steady, repeated exercise regimen, like 5-6 days a week sort of stuff.
Their whole issue is they wish that they could live my life and be in my shoes.
Oh, God, no.
And be me, because my life is beautiful. You can't have it. Get your own, straight up. This is my life. So, yeah, you can get back on and be quiet. You ain't talking about nothing. And you're all just delusional and triggered and pressed. And you're going to keep coming undone, being irate, and I'm going to continue to laugh at you. That's right. Well, I continue to do all this by myself out of my own pocket and be a boss and just keep on winning, man. That's all we can do. We got to do the best we can, do what we can do, and that's it. You know, it's in God's hands, man. It's been in God's hands since day one. That's what I truly realized. You just got to give it to God, man. You got to surrender to God. Not even worth my time stressing anymore, and I'm not going to sit here and not get what I need anymore. I'm just going to do what I need to do. Y'all are ridiculous.
Well, you're going to continue to sit there and not get anything that you need because you will not do it for yourself. It's a real problem. And we're almost there, kids. We're almost there. I was going to say this is a shorter version of Saturday Madness, but then I look at the clock and we've been here 2 hours and 12 minutes. You know you're long form when 2 hours and 12 minutes seems to be a short program. It isn't, of course. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, I don't want to help nobody, especially down here. I don't know how they say they're all fans. Like, no, you're not really helping. You're not being nice. You're just acting. They haven't done nothing for you. When they want to put their money where their mouth is and start contributing, then they can say they're fans. But till then, ain't no fans. I'll be back.
He may be back, but he's not going to be back on this show because I believe that's all that I have for you on this Saturday Madness. As always, I'd love to thank each and every one of you for spending some of your day with us here on Negative 43 TV. Programming notes going into next week. I do not see us going on the air tomorrow, Sunday here. During the week this week, I'll be working on the movie mostly, so I may only go live this coming week one time before the next Saturday Madness, which I believe may move up earlier because it allows me to spend time with you and spend more time with Mrs. Baritone. It's truly a best of both worlds situation. So, You know what I'm getting ready to say? It was a heck of a party because it's always a heck of a party, but it's time to bring up the house lights and go home. I'm Rich Baritone, and until the next time, I'll talk to you.
And now, Negative 43 TV KUNT ends another broadcast day. Negative 43 TV is a wholly owned subsidiary of Baritone Media, LLC, with corporate offices located at One Cross Tower in downtown Sneedville. Negative 43 TV studios are located at 6969 Dead Daddy Drive in Sneedville. Negative 43 TV operates at a power of 200 hamster wheels, turning at exactly 61 revolutions per minute. On behalf of Rich and Marie Baritone, Old Betsy the Computer, Pete the Destroyer of Bud, and the rest of us here at Negative 43 TV, I'm Cleveland Steamer. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day. And now, high flight.
Slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter's silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, where never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.